Welcome students, welcome back. Myself Kukreja Rahul. Today we have to move for the chapter number 9 and for the exercise of chapter 9. Okay. In the previous session we have seen already the basic concept of the chapter 9, area of parallelograms and triangles. Now we have to move for the exercise of chapter number 9. Okay. So first of all, exercise 9.1 we don't have to do that. Okay, so please cancel it. Exercise 9.1. Now we are moving for the exercise 9.2. Okay, so let's start without wasting a time. Standard 9, name of the chapter, that is area of parallelograms and triangles. Okay, now we have to move for the exercise 9.2, question number 1. Figure is given. So first of all we have to draw the figure. Clear? ABCD is a parallelogram as given. Okay, AE is perpendicular to the CD and CF is perpendicular to the AD. In the given, that is AD is perpendicular to the AE is perpendicular to the CD and CF is perpendicular to the AD, and the measurement of these sides that are given, AB equal to 16 centimeter, AE equal to 8 centimeter, CF equal to 10 centimeter, find AD. We have to write to find AD, measurement of AD. Clear? Here as per the given measurement we are showing in the diagram, AB equal to 16. Now opposite side of the parallelogram are equal, so we have to write AB is equal to 16, so CD is also equal to the 16 centimeter. Clear that? Now second thing, that is AE equal to 8 centimeter. AE equal to 8 centimeter. Second thing, that is CF is 10 centimeter. CF here is 10 centimeter. Okay, and find AD. We have to find the measurement of AD. Okay, so let's start. First of all, two things that are the given, AB and AE. So from that we are finding the area of the parallelogram. Solution: AB is equal to the CD is equal to the 16 centimeter, sides of the parallelogram, we know that. Therefore area of parallelogram equal to L into B into H. Okay, area of parallelogram is equal to B into H. B, that is base into height. Okay, so base of the parallelogram we have to take as a CD, so there is 16, and the height at that base there is AE into 8. Okay, so that is a 128 centimeter square. Now we have to take same area because of the parallelogram is same as that are the given, but their height and base are changed. So area of parallelogram, now I'll take as a base AD, base into height, base as a AD, and a height of the parallelogram, that is the CF. Okay, so area is, we know that 128, because the area is never change whenever we have to take any kind of the method of the area. Okay, for finding the area. Okay, therefore 128 equal to AD, we have to find that, into CF, that are the given as a 10. So therefore 128 by 10 equal to AD. Therefore AD is equal to the 12.8 centimeter. Clear? Please note down this first. Clear? Now we are moving for the question number 2. Question number 2, that is E, F, G, H are respectively the midpoint of the side of the parallelogram ABCD. So first of all we have to draw the parallelogram ABCD. Okay, E, F, G, H are the respective midpoint of the side of the parallelogram ABCD. So E, F, G, H, E, F, G and H, okay, are the midpoints. Clear? Here this kind of the figure is formed. First thing that is given, that is ABCD is a parallelogram. Clear? ABCD is a parallelogram is given, and E, F, G, H are the midpoints. E, F, G, H are midpoints of sides. Now we have to prove that, to prove that is area of EFGH, area of EFGH is equal to the half of area of ABCD. Clear? We need to prove that area of EFGH is equal to half of area of ABCD. Now first of all we have to construct GE construct GE parallel to AD parallel to the BC. Okay, so therefore to form two kind of the parallelogram, that is parallelogram AEGD, parallelogram AEGD, and second one, that is parallelogram BEGC. Clear? Now we have to move for the proof. So first of all, we have to take in parallelogram AEGD. In parallelogram AEGD, a triangle EHG and parallelogram AEGD have same base, GE. Okay, clear? And lie between the two parallel lines that are AD and GE. Okay, that are the AD and GE. The AD parallel to GE. Okay, lie between two parallel lines AD parallel to GE. Okay, therefore we know that if parallelogram and triangle lie between the two parallel lines and have same base, so area of the parallelogram and triangle that are the equal to the half of the triangle, half of the parallelogram. So area of triangle EHG is equal to the half of the area of AEGD. Okay, we have to give this as a equation 1. Clear that? Now we have to see that the second side in parallelogram ABCG, okay, or GEBC or GCBE, any kind of the name you have to give them. Okay, so now in parallelogram ABCG, triangle EFG and parallelogram ABCG have same base, GE, and lie between two parallel lines that are GE parallel to BC. Okay, so therefore by theorem we have to write that therefore area of EFG, area of triangle EFG is equal to the half of area of ABCG. we have to get the given that equation 2. We have to write as that equation as a 2. Clear that? Now we have to add both of the equation. Add equation 1 and 2 both side. So therefore area of EHG plus area of EFG is equal to half of area of AEGD plus half of area of ABCG. Clear? Now we have to see that EHG plus EFG, that is the EFGH. Okay, therefore area of EFGH is equal to, we have to take half as a common in both of the equation, in both of them. Okay, so area of AEGD plus area of EBCG. Now we have to see that AEGD plus EBCG, both of the parallelogram are formed, and adding both of the parallelograms so form the area of ABCD. Clear that? Total, that is ABCD. So therefore area of EFGH is equal to half of area of ABCD. Hence proved. Clear? Clear this? Please note down. Clear? Okay. Now we are moving for the question number 3. The question number 3, that are the P and Q are the any point of the lying on the side CD and AD of respectively the parallelogram ABCD. Okay. So first of all we have to draw the parallelogram ABCD. Sorry for that. Okay, parallelogram ABCD is given. Now P and Q are the point on the line on the side CD. P on the CD, point P is on the CD and Q on the AD here. Okay, show that area of APB, so I'll draw the triangle APB, clear, and area of equal to area of BQC. Here we have to see that area of BQC. Here my BQC. Okay, clear? This kind of the figure is given. So let's start. In the given, that is ABCD is parallelogram. Second thing, that is P and Q are any point on the side of the AP and side in CD and AD, so that's not required. We have to prove that is area of APB is equal to the area of BQC. Okay, area of triangle APB is equal to the area of triangle BQC. So let's start with the proof. Parallelogram ABCD and triangle APB, parallelogram ABCD and triangle APB lie on the same base AB. Okay, lie on same base AB and lie between two parallel lines that are the AB parallel to CD. Okay, so from this statement we have to say that area of triangle APB is equal to the half of the area of ABCD, parallelogram ABCD. Okay, so for this we have to get the equation 1. Okay, now parallelogram ABCD and triangle BQC have same base BC, okay, and lie between two parallel lines, that is BC parallel to AD, lie between two parallel lines AD parallel to BC, okay. So therefore we have to also say that area of triangle BQC is equal to the area of triangle BQC is equal to the half of area of parallelogram ABCD. This is equation 2, okay. From equation 1 and 2, triangle APB are also half of the ABCD and triangle BQC are also half of the ABCD. So from the equation 1 and 2 we can say that both of the triangle have their area as half of the ABCD. So both of the triangle have same area. Therefore so I'll write that, therefore from equation 1 and 2, we say that area of triangle APB is equal to the area of triangle BQC, okay. Area of triangle area of triangle APB, that are the equal to the area of triangle BQC, okay. So my thing that we have to prove, that are the proved at here. So I'll write that, hence proved, okay. Please note down this first. Okay, clear students? Now from the question number 4 we have to move for the next session, okay. So I hope all of you are enjoying this class and you are understanding all the things that I'll teach you in this chapter for the question from question number 1, 2 and 3, okay. All the things that are used for the same base and between two parallel lines. So if you don't understand that thing, so first of all you check the previous session and check my videos and check the previous session videos, okay, lecture, okay. So you can clear all that things. So I hope all of you are enjoying. So till then, goodbye and stay blessed.